Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 55 yards, as his guys are in. Able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Check Mike. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer 1st. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Winston's pass complete to Brashad Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Under 10. Under 10.
On third down, Mixon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 45. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The first thrown out for the backup, Keenum. And he's going to go down again. Tyson Alualu. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Keenum. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it's third down. Now Keenum. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Then, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Keenum on third down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. They are going for it. Keenum. Short pass complete to Leggett, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Keenum. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Keenum now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. And Watson has it right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. This is Logan. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Keenum. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Hayward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Keenum. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Justin Watson there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
Ready, ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain there of 21 yards.
51. Mike 51.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Vanette, 52 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Brashad Perriman, 57 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On second down, it's Snell. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Here goes the hot. Run 20. Jam down. Switch gears. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Alert flare. Here goes the hot.
On 1st down, Logan. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hey, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing now is Keenum. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's it, baby. We go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's Snell yet again. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 33 and a 1st. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Snell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to run again with Snell. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Jackson's going to try the sneak. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jackson will keep it, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyree Jackson ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Keenum. Staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Shit. 26 Mike. Here we go.
On 4th down, Keenum. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On 1st down, Keenum. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Keenum. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing now, Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
Hey, high 7. You got 2.
Here's Rudolph. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. It's a pickup of 17 there. And the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.